Who has inspiration?
Right now,
I don't.
nobody. Oh, you guys are in trouble.
We're gonna charm our way out. We're so charismatic.
Are you? Name one entity you've charmed through this campaign.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You've charmed Death. You're pretty friendly with them, but that's Mavis on her own.
Okay.
It's got to be you as a party too,
Yeah.
because you're gonna have to deal with this shit as a party.
Honestly, I would argue to some extent Thamus.
Yeah, I was about to say Thamus too. I feel like he likes us in a weird, twisted way.
Yeah.
That is true. Kind of.
In a really fucked up way. I think we're his favorites.
Maybe I just like the moose. That's okay.
Yeah, maybe he will go full Hisoka route and is like, you can't kill them until they're ready.
Oh god, he sounds so much more like a pedophile when he says it like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That unripened fruit comment really coming to put you in the
Hey, no. Don't turn my campaigns and NPCs into pedophiles. I do not consent to this.
That's fair. That's valid.
Now, hold on. You can say they are creepy because that is definitely, like, unmistakably true. But don't you dare call them pedophiles. Rape is explicitly not a thing in this world.
Yes, I understand.
It is one of the two things that have been outlawed by the cosmic will of my own self. You can't just do that.
The cosmic will. Awesome.
I know.
Again.
I'm very humble.
The thing that had my brain say no, Badman was the unripened fruit comment.
That's fair. That's the kind of comment you start swinging on. You know what I mean?
That comment. Just that. Not the fact that he was the weird, glowy man that came to visit you in a cell and said things nobody should know.
Well,
yeah, no. Before I was like, okay, he's just eccentric, wizardly type. Okay. With like some connection and might be not so great. Okay. But it was the unripened fruit comment that was like, oh, this guy's gonna be a problem.
That's crazy. One word choice by Rama, and then now his character's completely interpreted differently by us.
Now you see why it's so hard making NPCs. Like, hey, this cool dude you might meet that, I don't know, is like a successful merchant. Yeah, he accidentally used the word gray instead of beige, and now you guys all think he's got something to do with moth. He's just some dude trying to sell bananas.
Why the fuck is he using the word gray if he's selling bananas?
He's just really into fairy tale, okay?
Ah!
I missed that, but okay.
Okay. Anyway, resume, please. Double. Ye of the mighty memory.
Okay. We started the session, and we basically just walked around, talked a bit, inside the whole, like, I don't know what to call it, cave base, you know, and then we got all our stuff together. You know, everyone had their own little exchanges, and then we left. We took Fleet Chaser, and then we were like, hey, I keep Pennyworth, Alfred. We were like, hey, bro, just, you know, keep doing your thing. And then he's like, I got you, dog. And then we left. And then we were talking and then talking. And actually, wait, I went way too far back. What am I talking about? We just after we fought the worm, we slept. And surprisingly, nothing happened at night, which was nice. That was good. And then we kept going. And then, you know, we talked a bit, you know, conversed. And then at some point we were like, yeah, we really are lost, huh? We don't really know where we're going. And then we talked about potentially meeting the people that Mavis probably knows, like somehow trying to find them, maybe not. And then as we were kind of like talking about things, we just kind of kept talking. And then, I think this is above game, but I think it was Yash was just like, why don't you like fly into the air? And then it's like, oh, yeah, we should just do that. And then, you know, Mavis did that, flew up in the air, scudded ahead a bit. Didn't really.
I like to imagine that's what it's like to be like Krillin. Why don't you just turn Super Saiyan? Oh, right. Sorry, keep going.
And as we did that, Mavis spotted a few weird individuals. One guy climbing a mountain, and then another holding a giant. I forgot the word for the wooden thing that people carry. And then she saw that, and then we were trying to like kind of plan out what to do, and I was like, I think they're just strong people just carrying stuff around, working out. And then we were like, oh, I don't know. And then it's whatever. And then Mavis went down, met the people, talked with them, immediately got uncomfortable, and then we moved on from there. And then we came back to Andre and Rayla, where they were just with Fleet Chaser, and then a very large man ran at them, was like, hey, my lady has something to offer you or whatever. And then it's spent us like 30 minutes trying to get Fleet Chaser down a mountain, or not even a mountain, a slope. After that, we went back, and then everyone was a little upset talking. Well, at least everyone in the group was, kind of a little upset in different ways, just talking about the situation. And then we kind of learned a couple things from the lady named the Hare. And it got to a certain point where we learned, oh, we're going to get we're going to get some destruction sent on us if we don't join. So I think we're kind of locked into this at this point, and maybe we can learn anything else from it. So might as well. So we accepted hesitantly, because I think that was probably another chunk of a session just discussing what to do about that. And then once we accepted, some people, she did the whole thing with the key and said the gibberish, and then, Andre walked in, then Mavis stayed back, Rayla said some stuff to her that I forgot, and then Rayla entered, and then Mavis just hung behind a little bit, and then I don't remember what happened after that.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a very good summary. That was pretty good. Good job. You've more than earned your inspiration.
Sick.
Now I'd like you to contemplate all the decisions you've made that have led you to this point. As we'll start where we last left off. And you guys go through the portal, as do each and every one of the Hare's followers. The first thing you see ahead of you is an enormous door. The interior of it is made of a very fine wood that has clearly been polished and taken care of to the utmost. There's not a single nick, not a single scratch. It shines your face back at you. Framing it is a thick metal encasing. You can see it glow faintly in an ethereal teal hue. And shielding it, or holding it on either side, are two gigantic mounts that stretch high into the ceiling, well over 50 feet above you. And the walls are covered in some sort of marble? It's the same as the flooring. It seems to mirror in on itself, swaying like the tides of an ocean. The wides shift and shift, and the only constant is a golden framing on each of the four corners. The room you're in is gigantic, at least for an entrance. Well over 50 feet in any direction. Ahead of you is the Hare and each of her followers. She gestures forward. The palanquin moves, powered by the people. What do you do?
Is anyone else able to hear the music from the stream? Because I can't.
Oh,
Not really, no.
Yeah, I was like, is that a me problem or?
hold on, let me try again.
Oh.
Application.
Old token.
How's this?
There we go. I will say I also still have, if it hasn't been an hour since the last time he used it, Crusade is still going for Andre.
Are you
I
saying
did not
words?
hear that.
If the I don't know how my brain, like my entire thought process crashed. If it hasn't been an hour since he last used it, True Sight is still going for Andre.
Oh. Okay. To you, Andre, the framing of the door itself, it lights up. From the inside, you can see it pulsing, almost like flesh. It goes up and down, and up and down, like a heart or a lung. And the tealish hue beats along with it. Can you hear the music now, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do you do?
I don't think wait, check something. I might have to just... Yeah, I cannot control my token, but I can just drag another one out.
Why can't
Yeah.
you?
There we go. I can...
Also, this is my old token, I noticed.
I can't see anything on the map.
You,
Why can't
scroll
you-
out.
Can't
You should be able
scroll
to
down.
see a little square.
I can't see it. Wait, let me refresh.
So gonna refresh.
Alright, hold on. Daria should be able to control your own token. As should...
Yeah, so you have to scroll out all the way.
I just refreshed. I'm good now.
Okay.
Alright, Yash, can you control your token?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now everybody should be able to control their tokens.
Yeah.
So what do you do as the hair starts going forward and towards the door?
I'm just gonna wait for them to open it.
Alright. How about Mavis and Rayla?
Yep. I'm gonna also stand behind the 6-foot man. 6'8" man.
Yeah, if the other two are waiting for us, Rayla will also wait.
Alright. You all wait, and after a few seconds, the palanquin reaches the door. And two of the most muscular members of the hare's troop pull, opening the door. Ahead of you lies a hallway that stretches far ahead into a grand circling staircase. You can see it leads to a bigger room. And on the other end of the staircase, which reaches beneath the floor and overhead into the ceiling, there is yet another... Oh boy, hold on, what have I done? There is yet another stairway and another passage. This one seems different. There is no door, and the walls themselves seem almost to shift to accommodate this, as though they weren't quite built for it. The hare turns towards you, the palanquin shifting along with her. Well, come on now. It's not quite so far.
Mavis. With how things are going, I need to make sure that everyone's mentality is on the same page. I want you to treat this as if you are meeting royalty. Just treat it with respect. And please, just don't aggravate. You know what I mean, right?
Listen, so far I've been more polite than you.
Okay, maybe, but in terms of past track records, I just...
Yes, I know. Don't say anything that'll get us killed or aggravate them.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you. Not able to start following behind.
Alright. Do Rayla and Mavis follow suit?
Yep.
Alright. You follow ahead, and as the palanquin clears the hallway, you yourself get a better view of each of the statues lining up the hallway. The first is a female figure, a hand outstretched. She's clad in heavy armor and at her side is a sword, sheathed. She has long hair. Her eyes are closed. The second figure is very much androgynous. The contours of the face are hazy, shadowy. The arms are clearly defined, lithe, and it holds in one hand a sickle, sharp. The third figure is a man. The face is almost caved in. The arms seem weaker. It holds a book in its hand.
Did you say sand?
In its hands.
In his hands.
Fuck you. No, it is not Sans Undertale.
I thought you meant like an hourglass of sand. Like it was supposed to be some like weird dichotomy between the. I apologize.
The hair leads ahead, and you can see that the room itself branches into two hallways. One reaches leftwards, and the other rightwards. You can hear two voices speaking, coming from the rightmost hallway. One of them is rich, clearly a man's voice, while the other one is energetic, but somehow seems muted, clearly a woman's voice. Oh, seems like the boss is over there. The palanquin turns and heads towards the rightmost hallway.
I sneak into the left hallway. No, I'm kidding.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, did she say a boss?
Well, yeah, the boss.
Not like the leader of this place.
Oh, we're so fucking rude.
You're gonna be okay.
So. No, I need to hide behind you.
The palanquin heads towards the hallway and into it. The floor still seems to shift underneath your feet. It's an unsettling sensation. And as you get closer, something similarly unsettling starts to grab a hold of you. And I'd like all three of you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Do I still have the effects happening?
Have you been eating?
No.
Yes.
21.
What a charismatic man. I got a 6.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's a start.
Okay.
I'm talking about Andre as well.
11 minus 2. I have a 9.
All right. How about you, my friend, Andre Timmer, our charisma caster?
21.
21, pretty good,
Well, I'm a charisma caster, but I do not have proficiency in charisma saves.
which is rough. And Mavis and Rayla, the two of you feel not welling up inside of you, but almost coating you like a blanket or a cloak. Calm. You feel a light pep in your step. You feel yourself energized. And even a slight smile comes to your face. You catch yourself after a few moments, but you're definitely more at ease than you were a few moments ago.
So screwed. Alright. Is there like anyone else in this hallway?
Currently, no. You can hear some voices seemingly coming from downstairs, but as you actually are right next to the hall, the stairs, you can see that the flight that's going up just melts into the floor. The flight going downwards clearly leads into something, as though the path was carved in the marble. But the one going up just stops. It seems very unnatural. The hare has progressed through the hallway and has reached the intersection. You can hear her announce, "I've got?" "Now don't be shy, come introduce yourself." She turns towards you, her eyes very much happy. She seems to be enjoying this.
Andre just ignores them.
Fully hoping that whatever true sight this person has, you can't see through Andre.
They know what you are.
I don't care. What if
Oh.
seeing it upsets them?
To get like offended.
Yeah, it just makes them so aggravated. They're like, fuck it, lightning bolt.
They think you're humanoid sentient worms. Like, what else could that be?
A good point. And as you guys go around the corner, you can see two figures sat in a luxurious lounge. 3 couches, 2 of which are occupied, are made of very fine red leather. The cushions themselves seem to match the aesthetic, and in the centermost of it is a table that, in its very center, circled by a golden decoration, there's a light blue gem, almost like a diamond or ice. On it are 2 coasters, but no drinks. Behind the couches, there's luxurious furniture filled with various types of bottles and drinks. Sat upon the couch is first what Mavis and Rayla see. There is a man and a woman. The man himself wears a somewhat strict white uniform. It too is outlined in gold, and through it you can see that he is well muscled, but clearly not the shape of a soldier. In his face are flowing golden locks that are somewhat blocked, as a masquerade mask blocks about half of his face. His eyes pierce through it, and the more you look at them, the more you seem to be almost drawn in. His jawline is also very punchable. The woman sat on the couch next to him, is clad in a flowy lavender garb, under which you can see clear and clean metallic bits that peek through, along with that unmistakable physique of a warrior. She has an energetic look about her, and about you, as she's looking you over. The more you look at her and around her, you get the feeling that the air itself seems to be moving. Almost like when you're staring above a fire. But this time, it's not just diluting upwards. It looks almost like it's trembling, or maybe dancing? Either way, her 2 clear blue eyes happily stare back at you. As for you, Andre, you see a somewhat more, distressing picture, perhaps. Through your true sight, you see that the man himself seems to be made of some sort of pale liquid, not quite red, not quite pink. He flows and bursts, engulfs, and becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Every time the tide washes away, and he regrows back to his normal self, to his normal size. You can feel a tremendous aura of pride It washes you over. From the woman is where it's somewhat more intense. You can feel a loud beating into your ears. With every passing moment, with every passing second, it grows. It does not stop to grow. It does not cease to grow in the least. So much so that it's deafening. Your vision trembles. And after a few moments, fails. The woman herself looks precisely as she does to Mavis and Rayla. But inside, you can see clearly her heart. It is so much faster. Each of her fingertips, each bit of her clothing dances restlessly. A dance that neither Mavis nor Rayla see. The woman herself seems unfazed by this. You do notice that she's wearing 3 items. All of them hidden behind one of her ears. 3 white feathers. They are of a pristine ivory, and not unlike one you've seen before. The woman speaks out to you. Oh, so you finally made it here. That's fantastic. Come and take a seat.
Taking some steps closer, he will just stand right here. He will put a hand to his chest and bow and go, apologies, but we don't plan to stay very long. But thank you for the offer.
The woman stares back at you. Her amusement or happiness seems undaunted. Well, sit down. We'll talk afterwards. You can hear shuffling behind you and the footsteps of many people leaving.
Well, if you insist. So, is there enough space on this on one of these couches for 3 people, or is one of us gonna have to sit next to the weird guy? Because, like, Andre will if he has to.
The man himself is taking hold on this
Emily?
couch here, while she herself is sat on this corner of that couch. There would be enough space if you squeezed for all of you to be on this couch, but clearly there would be more space along with the woman.
Would it look really funny if we all sat on the same couch?
Okay, wait. What if you two sat? What if you two sat and I just like stand behind the couch, but like hands on the thing?
No, I got it. It's a power move if one of us sits next to her.
Yeah, someone has to sit next to her.
So Andre's gonna do it.
You're gonna do
Because
It would look
I don't
so
think anyone
bad.
else is willing, so...
No,
You
yeah,
have to
I
ask
don't mind.
first, don't you? Can I sit here? Like, you have to do one of those, right?
Well, when she said take
Yeah,
a
may
seat,
I-
did she gesture to any of the couches in particular?
She would have gestured to the one that is empty, indeed.
If we all sit there and we look stupid, it'll make us look dumb.
Yeah, so I still think it's a power move if I sit on the couch that she's at.
Okay.
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 Unless someone else wants to do it.
I mean, I honestly want to, but like, I don't think that's a good idea. So no.
Okay.
The real power move is if
We all can just sit on the couch. Sit on the
if only
couch.
Andre sits down.
If only Andre
No,
sits
oh,
down.
okay.
No.
Well,
If you just stand
And then Andre sits down in the middle, and me and
Yeah,
Rayla
then-
stand behind him.
crosses his leg.
Are we overthinking this a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we're trying to look cool, right? So which
Okay, I think the funny thing to do is have Andre sit in the middle, and then me and Rayla are standing at the back, but like here and
Like,
here.
I feel like we're trying to do a good negotiation right now.
But
Then we're giving the power to Andre,
yeah, that's the
right?
thing, because it's like, but she said us for sit, like to sit, not just Andre. So this is
Yeah.
this isn't like with Guilford, where Guilford put most of his attention on Andre. This is all of us.
Fine.
Mavis is probably the most important person here.
Yeah.
Technically.
No.
Well, and
Okay,
to
okay.
to the individual at least.
I don't think there's room for all of us to.
No worries. And he just takes a
Oh.
seat. He doesn't even ask. He just sits politely down.
Oh, okay. Hello.
As you sit down, Andre, the woman herself smiles. She seems happy and giggles a little bit. And she taps a little bit on the couch, the space of the couch that's next to her. Oh, well, if you're gonna get close, why not get closer? Come on.
He will. He's not losing this fight. He'll move.
Okay. And by this point, you're pretty much just touching each other. And I'd like also to my good friend Andre to make a one of those, charisma saving checks, please.
Got you.
Yeah, just one of those.
23.
Ooh, what a charismatic man.
As you touch her, immediately you feel a pulse going through your body. Like a will to extort yourself in every direction, to spread your limbs far and wide. And you manage to control that for a moment, but only to realize that you didn't, not entirely at least. As your foot is tapping on the ground, to the same rhythm, her heart is beating. Her fingers are snapping. You're whistling. This all seems very sudden for you, Mavis and Rayla. The other man himself lets out a low whistle, as though he's impressed.
Andre kind of laughs a bit. I can't simulate him moving only halfway back to where he was because I think he's the token stuck to the grid.
Yeah.
So just he just only moves a little bit, well, just to where he's not touching her and goes, oh, I see. Okay.
Well, I'll give him that. He is quite audacious. Now then, to make sure we have this quite right, the man sits up a little bit straighter. He was somewhat lounging before. You are Sir Timur, correct? Well, he points at Rayla, are Miss Willowbrew, and you, Miss Essany.
And it bows his head and goes, at your service.
That's great. As for the two of you?
That's correct.
Yeah. That's me.
I think we should first begin this discussion by appraising you of the situation you've so kindly, and he seems very condescending in his use of the term as he waves one of his arms towards the general room. Informed us there would be troubles in New Orne. Guilford has relayed us with the information, and we have taken the appropriate measures. They have been dealt with. And we appreciate your support.
Mavis is ridiculously still right now. Not moving at all.
The man stares at you. The woman herself speaks up. Yes, we've managed to take care of the entirety of the threat, and it will no longer be an issue. That said, I'm sure you, Mavis, you must feel a little bit threatened, but I really hope you don't. As I hope the Hare told you when she came to recruit you. We would like to move forward in a path of cooperation, rather than of destruction.
I'm sorry, I can't quite seem to shake my nerves. I very much would like for my condition, I guess, to not cause as much destruction, and I'm glad the new ornate situation was dealt with. So thank you.
Of course. That is what we strive for, above all. And that is also the reason we've invited you among us. It's very rare that the Order Limier extends its hand with such open frivolousness to newcomers like yourselves. If I'm not quite mistaken, and she extends a hand towards you, Andre, reaching out to touch you. Do you let her?
Like, where exactly?
Along the arm, or would any bit of your skin be exposed?
No, the outfit covers it completely.
All right, so just towards your arm, like about your bicep.
He'll like put one finger up and just kind of like wag and go, not again.
He ignores it and touches you. Yes, if I'm not quite mistaken, I do think you have not yet moved past the woods. Usually we reserved invitations for people that have moved past the stag door. 2 echelons above you.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
No. We acquire many things when delving in circles like ourselves. But I'm sure... No, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, is it... We've been told before we're and the process doesn't quite match up with what... Is it possible you help us move forward?
Oh, of course not. Each adept must make its own way forward. They must find their own information, their own tricks and doors. That is simply as it is. Just in the same way that you can't simply teach someone to smith or to write. They have to figure it out for themselves. They can figure it out through example, or through practice, or through any dozen of theories. But they must make the journey themselves.
What was your journey like, if I may ask?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Particularly relevant to your own welcoming among us. I do think that before we go forward with any more details, it would be of benefit for us to learn precisely what it is the hare has told you about us. She has a tendency to over-deliver, if we can say.
Well, that's certainly a way to put it. Well, to be completely forthright, the main reason well, I guess I'd say the pushing point for us joining was the mention of, well, the alternative to not joining was destruction, so we only did what we had to.
A fair point. I do assure you that neither me nor Darasha wishes you any direct harm. That is merely what must be done to anyone that could potentially pose such a dire threat to our world. But enough side tangents. Have you really only come here out of fear? Is there nothing you hope to gain? His eyes stare at you, Andre. Clearly, he's expecting something.
I am here to help a friend of mine.
Go on.
He gestures to Mavis. As you probably already know, with all of that.
Selfless, aren't we? And he turns his attention to the two of you, Rayla and Mavis. Well, what about you?
Well, we've been actually trying to find some solution to her situation for a while now. So this is kind of a great opportunity for us, truthfully. If you have a plan or something, we'd love to know about it.
And you? He seems a little bit disappointed as he turns his stare to you, Mavis.
Yeah, I can't really say anything different. I just want this gone.
Well, that's horrendously disappointing. Now, there's no need to be so negative.
Andre puts a hand on his chest, like in an over-exaggerated of like, like that's so hurtful.
You said before you would be leaving shortly, Andre. What did you mean by that?
Well, we didn't plan on staying here very long, as we are currently traveling.
Ah, fantastic. So you don't oppose joining us. That will make this entire endeavor much smoother. Let's go over some of the basic rules. She raises one finger. Now be careful. This is one of the most important rules. Any action you take as a member of the Ordo Limiae cannot endanger or pull the Ordo any deeper, any conflict, or in the open. Our existence is very much secret. Very few people know of us, key figures most, and the ones who do and are not part of us know well enough to keep their mouth shut. The second rule is we're all cooperators of sorts here. It's very much illegal to attack, steal, use, or otherwise undermine one of the members in our organization. Of course, this goes for any other members as well. She looks at all three of you. Are we following?
Out of curiosity, does this work retroactively, or?
Oh, no, of course not.
I see. Thank you. Yeah, I understand them.
I understand through that you've met one of ours before. Someone bold enough to reveal themselves.
Bold is certainly a way to put it. But yeah, yes, I have.
Well, out with it then. Who was it?
How cheeky of a comment is it to say wouldn't that go against the second rule of like undermining another member or some sort?
It would be quite cheeky. Is that something you want to say, Lane?
That's what I was asking.
I feel like
'cause in,
everyone has been cheeky so far in this conversation. Everyone's just
Yeah, who's like
I think we're all
normal?
everyone's been
Like,
testing the waters.
like,
That's
come
why
on.
I asked, because in my brain, like, that's not, like, this is literally Mavis being like, I don't want to, like, cause any ripples, any.
I mean, you
That's
could
like
you could just ask
reaction.
them that instead of you could just deliver it in not a cheeky way. Just be like, wouldn't that be just to clarify?
Just making sure, that wouldn't go against the second rule.
E? Oh, well, aren't you caring? No, it would not. If
Okay.
anyone revealed themselves to you, clearly you have no issue with their identity being known.
I suppose so. Hare implied that you all go with aliases here, so
Oh, of course. Apologies, I haven't actually introduced myself, have I? He gets up and does a very courteous bow. You, Andre, actually notice that the bow is perfectly executed. Not even royalty could do anything this well without practice.
Respectable.
You may call me Goldblood. Some of us go by aliases, like you've said. I and the Hare, for instance, are two. Others, and he waves to the woman, do not, like our leader. I'm named Dorasha Kamla. It's a pleasure meeting you.
yes, it's very nice to meet you. Our game is Earthronis, right? So that's his last name?
Earthronis.
What?
It is.
Okay, you're Earthronis? You're Thronis.
The woman's eyes narrow, and the man himself sits down. What's this Earthronis you've met like?
Eccentric.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
They're all eccentric, every last one of them.
Has an interest in prophecies, pink eyes.
Yeah, that's definitely our Earthronis. Oh, I suppose you wouldn't know the finer details. We'll just leave it at that. I'll speak with him afterwards. And you can see for the first time the energetic phase doesn't drop, but the joyful and almost giddy tone does.
To be quite honest, my situation with him, I don't fully understand how that would carry out if we're both in the Ordo.
What do you mean? Gives you a kind smile.
Well, we're not exactly on the best terms, and Mavis is looking at Andre like, I don't know how to fucking phrase this. I don't know if I should tell them.
Well, let's just say we've all felt as if he will soon have us make it, or not, maybe not us, but have Mavis here make it. Sorry, I'm getting a huge wave of deja vu right now, and I can't form. I need a second. Okay. Right. So he'll just say, I believe they have some sort of arrangement, and due to our encounters with them, we don't think it'll be very pleasant, whatever he wants to get out of that said arrangement.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with having a little arrangement or two.
Even if it potentially would put me at risk?
Well, they did make it before joining. Well, go ahead, tell us. What is this arrangement of yours?
I'm thinking, I'm actually thinking, I'm not answering them. Oh, fuck. What if I'm just painfully honest to everyone here?
I think that's
Say
the
it.
move.
Why not?
Is that the move?
Just say it, man. These guys have information. Just do it.
What's the worst that could happen?
I'm fucking murdered by either Famus or these people.
These people are a distinct possibility.
Wouldn't you rather die to these people than them?
I'd rather not die, and he just said that Thamus wouldn't necessarily kill me right now.
That's valid. That's valid. It's like, what is
Oh wait, okay, I remember this conversation. You're right. Never mind. This was made before, and honestly, we could probably hash it out between the two of us in private.
Make a
I'm
deception check.
Is it deception?
For this one, yes.
How's it deception?
That's okay, don't worry about it.
I'm scared.
Is it because like Mavis does want to tell them, but she's not?
I feel like that's up to you.
I guess it could be persuasion. You can go persuasion if you want.
I already rolled and it wasn't great.
You are
So.
hiding, the base for it was you are hiding information and
Yeah.
closer to a lie by omission than...
I mean,
Yeah,
that point,
it's
it's not
a-
even a lie of omission. It's just being like, you know what? Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you that.
You can
Yeah.
go persuasion if you want.
Okay.
I couldn't assist even if I wanted.
That's
I,
yeah. No.
proficiency.
15.
All right. The man himself stares at you and he seems very much amused. Continue your sentence?
Yeah, we could probably hash it out between us. Yeah, it really wouldn't. Yeah, I'll just talk to him about it, and you kind of see Mavis slouch.
The man shoots a look at the woman. Well, knowing Rathron, it's probably nothing of any import. Really. What has he ever done that's nefarious? The woman
Drink.
shoots him back a very unamused look.
Andre kind of chuckles.
Yeah, no, one of the most horrendous things he's done so far is just drink his drink way too unnecessarily loud.
That was so funny though. Just like, like he's the type of guy to like, after
Yeah.
just like after.
Wait,
Road
Mavis
someone's
says it
life.
out loud. Mavis says
That
out
was a
loud.
cold one. Just like,
Yeah, is drinking some cocktail, like unnecessarily loud.
That seems incredibly petty. What does the Thamus you've met look like?
I've actually met multiple at this point.
Oh, well. Whoa. Did you strike a deal with all of them?
No. I mean,
Ah, that's good.
yeah, no. Please, the first one was due to my own idiocy. The one in charge of Trigoth.
Ah, yes, so indeed. Thamus or Thranis of the Atkins organization.
Yes. A colorful man. Elf.
They're all colorful. They all wear pink.
I meant like an expression. Never mind then. It's just another word for eccentric.
Well, if you don't mind their deal, I suppose that won't be an issue for the second rule then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The third rule. No, sorry, go ahead.
It just made us be like, no problems here.
Let's see. The third rule here does not quite apply to any of you yet. It really won't for a long period of time. If you ever do become long, we'll tell you about it. Or at least I will. And she shoots the man at her side a glare. It's not quite a glare. It's more of a jab, which she completely ignores. You simply must not commit the crime of the sky. It's quite simple, and for now, you don't have to worry about it. You are one of our fewer members, and how novice you are to the invisible world. probably best you don't actually even notice this rule, nor mention it. Are we clear?
Not exactly. The crime of the sky?
In the sky.
In the sky. Interesting. What
I'm sure
exactly-
in your studies to grow ever higher, you'll learn about it.
Is it something to do with the sun?
Not the worst gas, but no.
Okay, I just thought I'd try.
Oh, I thought Mavis was about to sell Andre out. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
No, sun, the sun.
We kind of sometimes stumble around into a lot of information. Is there anything we should keep an eye out for or try to avoid explicitly?
Well, the thing you most likely will want to avoid is any more of those worms. And for this, I'll have a little present for you. This will go in a bit of a moment, though. Let's first finish. Talk. Gosh, let me rewind time a little bit. Let's first stop talking about these rules. The last rule is really more of a caution, a warning that nobody should break these rules. It's quite simple. Anybody who does violate any of these rules will instantly lose any of the protections afforded to them as members of our dear organization. I hope what this means is clear.
I want to ask, what protections or resources do we get as members?
Oh, of course. You'll get access to many of the amenities we have. Among them, the one you most likely will be interested, still being novice and all, will be the library. Though I do believe you are adventurers after all. That perhaps our armory, or even the training grounds may prove of good help to you. And that concludes the rules. She slaps both of her hands together. Any questions?
If we wanted to get back to where we were, and how would we do that? Go about doing that?
Oh, it's quite simple. You simply go back in the through the hallway.
Mm.
I see there is a slot in the door.
Yeah, and we left our horse there.
Oh, poor Fleet Chaser.
I forgot about him.
The man speaks up. I have heard you treat that horse terribly. You should really.
I treat that horse well. These my friends here have trouble with animals.
You've
Uh-huh.
heard someone's gossiping about us?
Yeah, how did that get?
You've left him in the hull of a ship for a good week. Isn't that right?
Okay, that was necessity.
We were traveling at
Of
that
course.
point.
Of course, necessity. Well, if it was for the ends, he shrugs.
I mean, don't you all have things you've given up in the name of ambition or a goal?
He lets out a good laugh. Of course, everyone does. Everyone.
Mavis purposely just blinks at him.
I like you.
All
We
right.
should really meet up later and gossip.
The pleasure would be all mine, Sir Timur. He extends a hand to you.
Oh boy. He's gonna shake it.
It's a very big hand now that you put your own through it. The man is definitely smaller than you, but there's something about it that feels like he's taking more space than he actually is. It's a firm handshake, clearly that of someone accustomed to closing deals.
Just nod and then lean back on the couch.
Yep. The woman herself gets up, her flowing dress waving in the air. Oh, and actually, before I forget, to you especially, I should make this clear, Andre, your companion is no secret to us, and we will not seek to separate you or destroy it or you, so long as you don't unduly pursue that ambition. Are we clear?
What?
Not the only one fucking screwed.
Crystal. Not entirely sure what your problem with him is anyway, but it's not my issue.
Are we clear?
Crystal.
Fantastic. And she begins to walk ahead. Oh, looks like she's leading the way.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about Roll20. Oh, okay. Do we get up? Okay.
The woman begins to lead.
Yep.
Well, where should we go first? There is the wardrobe where we could go. I suppose my quarters aren't quite so important. Let's just go see a bit of the storage space we have for convenience of anyone coming in. And she leads forward, taking steps along, and going to the leftwards corridor from where you entered.
Shit, do we get an outfit change?
This place is kind of awesome, though. It's kind of like a clubhouse.
We basically are in the most deadly country club.
I mean, that's not exactly wrong, per se.
I'm having so much fun. There's amenities.
A country club that specifically made rules to be like, okay, guys, no backstabbing, no trash talking each other.
Yeah, be nice, play nice.
I love it here. There's amenities, guys.
Yeah, there's a library that well, not we.
Library. I'm excited for the library.
Just one,
I'm,
so
I'm
many
excited for the library.
Fuckers ran away from a magic library, didn't take anything with them, and now there's another library, and you're like, oh
fully
my god, I
thought-
love libraries so
I
much.
fully thought I took shit from it. I fully thought I took that purple book.
I've asked you 3 separate times before you left, are you sure you don't need anything? And you were each time, yep, I'm good. No problem.
No, because I thought I like all those books. I honestly thought I like shoved in a bag. I already thought I had it. That's why I was like, I don't need it.
Miscommunication. It's okay.
It's a miscommunication, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of miscomm.
I'll go and teleport back and find the book. It's fine.
You're gonna do that?
You're gonna teleport?
Yeah, you know how to do that.
Yeah, we have
Yeah, I'll
like
figure it out.
several hours of trip, like almost another whole day to go.
Yeah, no, I'll fucking figure it out. You're saying there's one portal. There's one portal in here that we've seen so far. You're saying this can't be tuned to other places?
That's what the moose was talking about.
And I
I will
don't
figure out how it works, and I will do that.
All right.
The woman leads you forward into a great hall room. There's wardrobes and shelves on each of the walls. Each of them are quite wide. And in the further end of the room, there are 2 low tables clearly set for people to put things on rather than actually sit at. There's actually no chair. Each of the furniture is made of a very fine wood carved with an almost floral pattern. And here's where we allow people to put items they happen to be carrying on their person. It's simply for convenience. No one within the organization would put anything of great worth here, but we do keep a small symbol here. When she opens one of the dressers, a small compartment, drawer-like, reveals itself as she pulls through a few of the wooden compartments. And there is a small pin Through it is a symbol of a bird and a cage. Or maybe the cage is inside the bird. As you look at it, it seems like the medallion, like an optical illusion, shifts depending on the lighting. Here, you can each have one of these. Should you encounter members of the organization outside of the house that has no wall, you can use this to clarify your position.
That is good.
Did you say house with no wall?
Hmm?
Okay. Thank you.
Andre will take one and go. Just so we just show these whenever we're positive we're talking to one.
That would be a great way of identifying yourself without having them be suspicious you're trying to coax information out of them. Oh, I should also precise. Getting information coaxed out of you will count as you involving the Ordo Limiae in the affairs of outside. So I do very much warn you to be careful about that.
I'll be sure to.
Great. So if you have any other belongings, you can feel free to put them here. She opens a few of the wardrobes, and there you see that there's a good few cloaks, there's a bunch of weapons, there's small tools and the like. Clearly nothing of extreme worth.
Would we be given a private area to store things? Like,
Oh, you seem to be under the wrong assumption. People don't actually reside here. This is a base of operation where we gather, but by no means is this where people live or where they operate out of completely. Each of the members of the Ordo Limiae has their own affairs outside of it, with very select exceptions. Myself, I'm one of them. Be on the lookout for anybody that actually uses their name instead of an instead of an alias.
okay, I understand. Thank you.
Of course. Oh, and before we actually go down, where there will be others, we should figure out your own aliases. I trust you. And she waves at you, Andre. Already have one prepared. You have lived quite a tumultuous life.
I have, but I'm turning over a new leaf.
Oh?
An alias, it sounds fun, but too much work.
I still think it'd be safer for you to have one here, you know?
Yes.
You two are so boring.
I'd rather think an alias is exciting. Personally?
Fine, I'll do interpretation. I'll just simply just be, well, obviously, the jester.
That's well established. That's a very good alias.
Thank you.
Of course. And what about the two of you? You're not quite as used to the limelight as Sir Timur. But I'm sure there's something you can pull from. I will say to you, and he waves towards you, Mavis, maybe avoid saying anything about the worms.
Yeah, I would have not involved that at all.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
What? Oh,
I feel like you should have something like witchy, you know? I feel like that fits your vibe.
maybe something like Dryad or something? I don't.
You gotta put the in front of it. It sounds
The
important.
Dryad? No, that doesn't sound quite right.
Dryad,
yeah.
the witch.
The witch is cool. And with it, I
thought
think there's a kind of-
which was already taken.
yeah, that's kind of a thing already.
The witch is already, in fact, one of our members.
Yeah.
Second witch.
I'm not sure if she's still alive. It's been a while since we've last seen her. He looks at the Raja. She herself shrugs.
Can I like workshop a little bit before I come up with one, or?
As long as you have a way of introducing yourself to the others without any actual introduction to make.
All right, I'll figure it out. I'm assuming they won't like the answer of I haven't come up with one yet. So
And how about you, Miss Rayla? It would be quite funny if one of you went by the witch while the other went by the sister, but I feel like humor like that may put you on the wrong end of some people's opinions.
The sister and the witch can keep their own name.
Ooh, how about the keen eye?
no, for you, Rayla.
Sharp eye.
Oh, sharp eye.
True shot. Something with a punch to it.
I have things that are notable about me. I just can't think of anything to summarize it, you know? I keep wanting to say I'm Nightwing, but I shouldn't.
There's nothing stopping you from saying you are Nightwing. Not a thing.
I don't have any ideas right now. Can I also workshop it a little bit?
I hope you, too, become more decisive. You won't get so far being so hesitant.
It's not that.
I don't have like a thing that I can use very quickly, you know, like Jester, like that's kind of obvious.
Yeah, like Anya has a brand already.
I'm sure you
Well
had a
defined.
brand that I like.
You say that, but you two have certainly left a bigger mark than I could have.
Oh, Sir Timber, don't play your own impact so low. When your own action, even without actually delving in the world, invisible to most. You very much changed the course of countries. 2 of them, actually.
Dumb luck.
Dumb luck, you say, Well, for what it's worth, I'll still personally thank you for helping out with my own ambitions. It's been a pleasure.
I see.
Ooh, what about the shaman?
Oh, that's cool.
Mysterious. I don't think we have anybody by that name either.
I mean, I also think the hag would be really funny, but I don't. That's.
We definitely do not have a hag.
I feel like that's a little too on the nose. No.
No, it doesn't fit you.
I mean, we have Goldblood over here, and that's not on the nose. He shrugs. Sometimes simplicity is best.
Yeah, like there's magician, witch doctor, but if I want to like add.
Oh, right, I forgot. You are supposed to be an apothecary, aren't you?
Oh, I've it seems so long ago now. I mean, yes, I helped out. Well, I am a healer, though, most of the time. I have kept these 2 alive.
And she's great at it.
Despite their best efforts.
Yes. I will say I haven't exactly had a chance to fully forage, I guess, and look for herbs. Or the money to really make any potions.
Herbalism has never been your forte, then.
Well, I mean, it costs. I mean, I can find herbs to do burns and cuts and stuff like that, but to fully make a potion, you need a bit of money, and I'm quite broke as we've been running across the continent.
That is a good point. Well, no matter. It's not quite an urgent business.
Yeah.
Well, shall we then go downstairs? I think people will be happy to see some fresh blood. I suppose it has been a moment. Let's go. And Darasha once more takes a lead gingerly, almost skipping through.
Andre follows. Mumbling names to himself.
Right, like, the sage? I could do sage,
Ooh, the sage.
I think sage is good.
right?
It's good.
Okay, yeah.
Almost ironic,
Right?
which makes it better.
There's like a ton of mini jokes with that. You know, Golden Blood, you're not as bad as I thought you would be. Wait, is that offense? Shit, sorry. That didn't mean to come out like that.
Who did you say that to?
God.
Darasha's gone on ahead. Goldblood would still be closing rank behind.
Golden Blood, she's like, wow, you're like, I meant that on more of like, you're a lot different than I assumed you would be.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How was it you assumed we'd be?
Well, I will say I was a bit presumptuous, and I, from your manner and, quite frankly, the name Goldblood, I assumed you would have been a bit more, uptight.
Andre
God.
looks at Mavis. Like, you can't see his eyes under his mask, but they are like staring daggers at her.
You've never been around nobility before, have you?
In official settings, no, I have not.
I see.
I'm so sorry if that was offensive.
Lets out a chuckle. That's quite alright.
Oh, God.
I
Great.
will say, I was hoping you to be somewhat more unreasonable. Quite pleasing for once.
She can be when you let her.
Oh. And what kind of things does she do?
The headaches. I'd rather not get into it.
Mavis is digging like her thumb into her palm right now.
Listen, Andre will explain later, but this is how you get on the good side of nobility. You start trash talking other people.
And
Just be like, ah, poor people, am I right?
That's what she's trying real hard.
Those are stories for other days. I'd rather not have the headache
Mm.
now.
Well, then again, you have caused more than your fair share of trouble too, haven't you, Sir Timur? Why, that entire thing with the Queen, and even that suicide mission of yours back in Rock Hive, that certainly drew attention.
Yes, I lost my mind for a while, but I'd like to believe I found myself again.
That's good. Let's hope you keep yourself.
Or at least what's left of it.
Have more pride. You've done great. Come to think of it, I do believe the only one of you that hasn't caused the other troubles is you, Miss Rayla.
I try to be helpful to Elliot.
You really work on that. Ambition brings strife. If you aren't truly being opposed, or you're truly doing anything of worth,
Well, I have my goals right now. I care about these two. That's all there really is to it right now.
it gives you a broad smile. Well, hopefully you get luck with it then. the Rasha is tapping her foot on the ground. Come on, don't make me wait now.
Apologies. Follow up.
Wait, how tall are they?
Goldblood is a good 7 feet tall. He's a little, maybe a little bit under. It's enough that he doesn't quite reach to Andre's eye level.
Okay, so he's below. You can do it in centimeters if you want. No.
No,
Is it easier in feet?
it is easier somehow. I don't know.
Okay.
How. I don't know why.
I get that it's easier to beat.
Andre is 6'8".
Oh, I thought he was tall. He is a little bit under Andre, so like 6'5"
Okay.
then.
Okay.
While the Rasha herself is a little bit taller, standing at about 5'7".
Man, I thought she was gonna be hot and tall.
And I am
What?
5'4".
Yeah, so she is tall to you.
They all tall. So it's just them walking and Mavis with her little legs, just like.
They're not running. They're walking at a leisurely
Okay,
pace.
1 stride for my brother and my dad is 2 for me.
The Rasha is neither your brother or your dad, so that's good.
Yeah, but also my friend. In general, it's 2 feet. It's 2 strides for me, for 1 for everyone else.
Yeah, I don't know. Tall people walk with like fury for some reason.
They need to be stopped.
Sorry.
Ooh, the Huntress is good.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, that's what my
I thought about it too, but I don't know.
No, you gotta go Huntress.
I thought about.
Then-
I was thinking I'd go hunter because I was basing it off of a thing, but like the huntress does work.
Then you can get like a sidekick named the Question that doesn't have a face for some reason. But
What do you think is good? I don't know.
Huntress is cool.
Cause like I thought about it too, but like I don't know. It's like generic.
Doesn't Katniss have like a word to refer to her as?
Oh, that's true. I don't know actually.
woman.
The Omen.
I'm pretty sure you can refer to her as a woman.
A woman. I
yeah,
said
was like,
Omen.
did he-
I'm pretty sure she's a woman.
So like something about because like of her role in the rebellion or something. I don't
I
remember.
think most people just refer to her as like the girl on fire because of her dress moment, but like the whole thing.
was she
I
like,
could go huntress. I don't know. It's not generic,
was it
right?
Phoenix or something?
It's not.
'Cause it's
Huntress is not
Mockingjay.
generic.
The Mockingjay?
That is pretty cool. That feels more in tune for Mavis, though.
I can have many names.
Okay.
The huntress works for Rayla. It also ties back to the Dream SMP, but I won't get into it. I actually thought about it as the huntress or something, and I was like, okay, it's fine.
God fucking damn it.
Because, like, you know, it's based on Minecraft Manhunt, and there's like the hunters.
Oh.
That's enough talk about the Dream SMP.
Sorry.
I will say, I just now thought of the idea for Andre for just being the betrayer, but it's like, I don't think that'd go over well. Yes, hello, sir. I'm the betrayer. It's nice to meet you. I will
Honestly, that works.
I think
That would be so in tune for like this type of place.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I feel like it'd be really hard to make friends, though.
Yes.
I feel like we need to add like adjectives, like the empty sage or something, like for whatever.
yeah, that's right.
The treacherous jester.
The betrayer jester.
Betrayer,
The jester of betrayal.
Yeah.
That sounds like a meme.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a bunch of different other words. It's
A
like,
backstabbing fool.
ooh, that's pretty good.
Go tarot card with it. Be upset. The hanged fool. The hanged man.
Is Mavis staying behind as the people walk ahead?
No, we're walking. I'm walking with them.
Okay, are you sure? Your token's not with them.
Sorry. I keep going off of Roll20.
Yeah, I keep switching back to Discord to be like, oh, I switched back to do the names, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
roll 20.
Or like I have a thing of synonyms of magician.
That's what I did to find Huntress. I was like,
That's-
what, Archer?
That's really funny. You the Rasha begins to walk down the stairs. The pillars seem to raise ahead of her and behind her. The walls are exactly as the floor. They go and on and on and on. I assume you're following?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I stab her in the no. It wouldn't
Do
be
it.
it's just like, my name's the
Do
Backstreet,
it.
and then be like, I mean, it's my namesake. Like, you can't get mad at me.
You had to see this coming.
That would be so funny, though.
Just like, it was just a joke. It was for the joke.
For the meme, a little like, initiation.
It was funny
feel
though,
like-
right?
I feel like we need to make ourselves look more impressive for this.
Apparently, according to at least the Golden Blood guy, apparently I am. I have no idea what he's talking about. Well, I mean, I know what he might be referring to, but I don't know exactly the effect that he wanted.
I remember when I was like, I want the vibe of Mavis to be this image. I'm like, I can be that image now. I have a cool nickname.
Do it. You can pick. Now is the time.
Yeah.
This is when you pick your Dark Souls boss name.
Oh god.
Like, you can be Knight of the Abyss. There is nothing stopping you from being the Nameless King.
Everything just makes me giggle. I'm such a bastard. It's great.
God. Well, like, I can't choose a pretentious name if you guys aren't choosing a pretentious name.
I feel like the gesture is pretty pretentious.
It's not. It's your brand.
Yeah, if it's your brand,
But
it's so
he
useless.
is pretentious. That's his thing. Well, okay, he may not be pretentious, but he comes from pretentious backgrounds.
Yeah. It's like, I can't do...
Yeah, you can't be like the wicked Forsaken wizard, but you could.
Yeah.
It'd be the Witch of Hemwick.
Can I just do the Wounded Sage?
That's pretty raw.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright.
The Wounded Sage. Who hurt you? The world. I am in the heart of all the wounds. That is why they call me the Wounded Sage. Thunder echoes ominously in the background.
Yeah, Wounded Sage.
It's not Rayla's the only one that needs a cool one.
Okay, wait. We can do this. We can brainstorm this.
Twice fired. No, that sounds like a gun name.
Crimson Twin?
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That is interesting.
Eagle Heart?
No.
Hmm.
The Golden Piercer.
Piercer is too specific.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really have a thing to do with gold, does she?
No.
Yeah. I was kind of leaning more on like the Heart of Gold thing, since she's like the most nice one out of all of us.
She does have a thing going with heart, too.
The Bleeding Heart.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Even though, I mean,
That's
that
interesting.
is just a term, but
Okay, but there's like
She's not
the
bad.
Grail, like the aspect, and then there's the Red Grail, the Hour, right?
You are correct.
So you could name yourself after the aspect.
Yeah, that's like, I'm a fan, like, that's great.
The Bleeding Heart is really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I gotta say.
That is good. It fits here too. Do you all think it's cool?
I think it's cool.
The thing that matters is if you think it's cool.
Of course I think it's cool. It fits her character very well. She's such a sad person.
She's sad?
She's trying.
She's not that. She's trying to be sad.
Not necessarily. She's doing everything.
I mean, Mavis made her pretty sad.
Yeah, she does do that. It's
Mavis
like
makes everyone sad.
it's like she just ruins everything she touches or something. Like a curse.
Yeah, that'd be awful, right?
That'd be crazy.
It's really infuriating me that we haven't talked about what we're gonna do.
see, now I want to add more to my name.
Do it. Okay,
Now we're
okay.
doing
We're
it for
workshop this.
Well,
It's
like, I
fine.
was gonna think
This is an important moment. I can go on. Like this is important.
like
It is.
adding traitorous to it would be great, but I don't think we should because even like people may not be super friendly with each other, but even making deals, people would be wary because it's like that. So your thing is betrayal.
You
Alright.
could just do the two-faced jester.
Yeah, something like that symbolizes.
I think
You
traitorous.
could even fucking do
Yeah.
the masked something. Like
I think traitorous is just too on the nose.
yeah.
Maybe something to do with maybe we can try to recontextualize what he did. So in terms of like, oh, instead of him going crazy and attacking
Mhm.
the queen, maybe he was overambitious and wanted to take
Or-
the position. So he's like the
Something about-
ambitious fool.
That's not
But,
bad.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, that was for a moment, before like this entire campaign started, that was kind of the name I went for it.
What was
It was called Tales of a Fool.
Oh,
Good
Mm.
stuff.
Okay.
How about something about like freedom and liberty?
The whims, or like a fool with the fool's whims or something.
yeah, I like
Like he
using
had
the
an
fool
elemental
as
theme.
something.
You're using a
Well-
fool?
You like
Yeah.
the fool, or you like your tarot? All right.
Yeah, like something to do with fool. Yeah, because like you can take those two different ways.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was the Fool's Blade.
Ooh.
Does Andre use a blade?
Yeah,
Now he does.
he's a stabby boy. He always has been a stabby boy. It's just
Yes,
a
that's true.
big stabby.
The haunted fool.
Ooh,
Uh,
that sounds good.
You did hear voices.
true.
You're pretty
He's
haunted by your
getting
past.
He's getting therapy though. Like he
Yeah,
won't be the therapy.
but now he has a rock attached to him
That's okay.
of a ghost, the ghost of a dead god.
Is there like a heavy metal band that has Fool in the name?
The shaded fool. Man, I feel like I'm putting up bangers.
It's not.
Like, I don't know. I know you guys aren't as receptive, but I'm like, damn, these are good.
I'm like
They-
thinking
they're
about it, it's
good.
like because
They're
I
not.
keep imagining it like I'm using the Dark Souls boss as a reference.
Ah,
Well, like those fit it because it's like that's why I wanted to have more than one word because the jester doesn't really fit that. Like something with like two other words after the maybe,
Yeah.
maybe even
Ooh,
three.
That was Faithless Fool.
Ooh.
Faithless fool.
You even got like the
the
alliteration.
forsaken fool.
Ooh,
Sorry, I thought the exact same word right
Yeah.
now.
that's
I look
really
at the
good.
Forsaken Fool, the
Yeah.
Forsaken Fool is pretty good.
Fallen
I
Fool.
think I'm getting sold on that one.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Or-
like that Forsaken Fool.
Okay, but should I do wounded sage or like the hollow sage?
Ooh,
Ooh,
hollow
is
or like
dramatic.
hollowed.
Ooh,
Either or. A
I
hollow
think Wounded is
sage.
better.
You think
I think
wounded? I think wounded fits in with all of what's happening.
Yeah.
If it's the lore.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. I went on Wikipedia and looked for heavy metal bands for names. One of them is literally just called Nightwing.
yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know how I feel about mine anymore.
Okay, but if we like want not Dark Souls boss, but Dark Souls boss-esque versions of our characters that we're making right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're
If I
making
s-
level 15.
Yeah, level 15 character that we're making in our brain.
I mean, I've already sent an image of like at
Yeah.
least how he'd present himself. Like it was a villain I have for a different campaign, but like it's
Yeah.
just perfect of an escalation.
But this is what I want Mavis. If Mavis survives, we get to level 15. This is what I want Mavis to become. Is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Firekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
This is what I want.
If we're gonna include these, I also have.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man. I love Fable 2.
I could also just do the court just no, I like Forsaken.
No.
Yeah.
Court Jester is definitely too basic.
The
If
Forsaken
it's just like a
Fool.
title.
There's a heavy metal band name called the Twisted Sister.
Oh.
Or Forsaken Fool's Lament can be your song.
Oh, really? That sounds like a song.
That's his special move.
Yeah,
That's a special
he
move.
plays an instrument. He could make that.
Yeah. Wrathchild is pretty metal.
What?
Yeah, Wrathchild.
Mhm.
If Rayla was more anger prone.
I like Bleeding Heart. That's the Bleeding Heart. I'm sorry.
It's pretty good.
Page.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. It just sounds like too sad. This is uncool.
Well, Bleeding
Yeah,
Heart isn't really
it's-
supposed to be sad. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like, you know, you're out there. Actually, I don't even know how to.
You're kind. It's
explain it. Yeah,
kindness.
You're kind to a fault.
Hmm.
Or the heart bleeds.
That's a JoJo stand name.
Yeah. The bleeding heart's tip. Like a tip of an arrow.
That doesn't sound right.
No. Or the bleeding quiver. No,
Not bad.
it's not bad.
One of the bands I looked up is literally just called Weakling. That seems very mean.
I like that being like related to her archery. That
You like they've related to archery, okay.
you could just add adjectives to Hunter.
Or bow or something.
That's true.
Like,
There's also Arbalist. I think that's more for like heavy crossbows, but it's still.
yeah.
Yeah, crossbows are lame though.
Crossbows are lame.
Well, it's just because Arbalist I think is a cool word.
It is cool, but
The
crossbows.
half-souled archer.
Ooh, how's about like Orion's string?
Is
Hmm.
Orion a constellation here?
Yeah, Huron.
That's a good point. It would not be. It would not be.
Something. Yeah, I did also like string. Also is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The bleeding string. Just gonna keep using bleeding.
The bleeding string, the bleeding huntress,
Yeah.
the bleeding something.
Just gonna keep putting.
The twinned archer.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Like maybe involve Mira in there.
The string
one
of
scene in
kin.
oh.
What?
Ring of kin.
Something I was like, kin. I was like, wait, maybe we could do like siblings. So it's like, all right, something kin.
Ooh, how's about a shooting star?
Melancholy's arrow.
That's too much. That's too many
That's-
syllables.
I do love the word melancholy though.
Right?
Yeah, melancholic.
I love melons.
The shooting star is so cute though. Sounds like I'm like a
shooting
idol.
star.
Yeah, it's like Mabel.
Sounds like I'm a J-pop idol. At what point do we table this discussion? I must ask.
I think now is the time to have it.
Okay.
Okay, but
Can we, like, if we come up with a better name for Rayla, can we retcon it to that one?
Yes.
Okay. There.
So which one are we? Is Rella going for right now?
right now, right now I like the Huntress. I feel like Rayla herself wouldn't describe herself as the bleeding heart.
That's a good point.
It is good, but what if everybody else started calling her that?
It's just like, okay. It's like how I used to pronounce Mira's name as Myra, but y'all gaslit me and say Mira now.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
I mean, we can change it.
No, it's what it is now.
See, that happened with Andre's age, because there was a really important moment where Mavis said Andre's age was 19, and I was like, it's actually 22, but I was like, I don't want to invalidate this moment, so he's 19 now.
I mean, yeah, that's why I was like, no, he's not.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? No one said anything. I'm just gonna go with the flow.
He's a grown adult. This woman is flirting with him. It's not like creepy. He's a grown adult.
He's not even a full
did
adult
what?
yet, technically.
I
Even
mean,
at 22.
yeah, the brain does stop forming at 25, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, that's just semantics at that point.
Yeah, and at that point it is. Anyway, As Arasha goes down the stairs, you follow, correct?
Mm-hmm.
She seems to have, as always, a pep in her step. Goldblood follows behind you, closing the march. And Andre, you're the one leading the march, right?
I don't know. I think, yeah, by default.
Okay, fantastic. So you see that as she's walking, her headgear, just 3 feathers stuck in her hair and through her, above her ear, seem to want to dislodge through the repeated bumps. Do you do anything?
No.
Alright. You keep going down for many more minutes. It feels like it's been a good 5 minutes of you just going down flight of stairs after flight of stair after flight of stair. And after what seems like so long, you feel something inside all 3 of you. Almost seem like it bursts. Andre, you see one of the feathers drop from Darasha's head. And I'd like all 3 of you to once more make charisma saving throws. As Goldblood does his own.
That was close. Another 21.
A 17 for me.
I have to do the -2, right?
Yep.
14.
Everyone, as you're going down the steps, in the same rhythm, you all take a step back. Like a choreography. You, Andre, Rayla, Mavis, and Goldblood as well. We can all hear this bursting from inside of you. A thump, relentless thump, 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 thump. It goes and goes and goes. You all regain 10 hit points. If you had any missing.
Sick.
Wait, I even feel a thump, thump, thump happening.
You feel the thump, thump, thump.
I was just gonna look at down at her chest concerned.
Not quite yet. As the step you took was only the first. All 4 of you begin to spin. Through the narrow staircase, well, narrow-ish, it is 10 feet across. You begin to exchange places with one another, like a waltz, coordinated to perfection. The dance goes until a few minutes pass, and you stop hearing footsteps going further. Goldblood himself sighs a long sigh and kneels down to pick up the feather. And like that, you've been introduced to why she is our leader.
Are the feathers what's holding that back?
Yes. I do believe you have one of those yourself, don't you?
You are correct. We picked it up quite early.
Oh, interesting. Where did you pick it up?
Can I insight check? I just want to see, is it just like mere curiosity or does it seem like there's something more?
Go ahead and roll. Insight.
And I don't think I have anything on insight right now. Let me just double check.
You do not.
Okay. And 8. I rolled an 8, but plus my 8, so 16.
You're trying and judge the man's face. But the words just seem like they come out so smoothly out of his mouth.
Okay.
Like there's no stopping, there's no diction. It's so almost touching. It's weird, but it just feels like it's the way it's meant to be. It doesn't seem like there's any afterthoughts or anything like that behind them. Or if there are, he's very good at hiding it.
When we picked it up soon after we first met.
When you first met, so that would have been your new Orne, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You know quite a lot about us. I don't know whether to be flattered.
He gives you a wink. There are two dangerous people. Well, two more dangerous people in these walls. The first is our leader, Dorasha. Because of her overwhelming presence, let's say. But outside of these walls, the more dangerous one is yours truly. That's why we've met you, as a duo, despite me not having risen nearly as high as her. For now, at least. Anyhow, we should go ahead and rejoin her.
Yeah.
If you'd be so kind, we'll need to each be touching this feather. Or else we might be entranced once more.
Hi.
Very well.
Rayla?
Sure. Rayla goes to touch it as well.
And everyone touching the feather, he begins to lead you down the stairs. After much more time walking, you eventually arrive at a second floor. You go down the stairs and arrive in a hall, not completely unlike the one you saw before. Oh boy. Ahead of you, there is a hallway. It stretches seemingly the same as the one from before. To the left and the right, there is a way. You didn't see that.
Didn't see what.
Exactly. And ahead of you, through the hall, there's another door. The stairs seem to be able to keep going down. The passage keeps on going. Dorasha herself is tapping her foot. Well, there you go. It took you long enough. Or you're not gonna say anything?
Oh, yeah, apologies. We took a bit of a twirl.
Bit of a... Oh. And she lets out a low sigh as Goldblood takes a step forward and hands her the feather. For a brief moment, when he's not holding it, but just before she herself takes it, you feel once more almost like your heart is about to burst. Well, I guess now that's fixed. I'll just show you around, and I think that'll be enough for now. The lower floor could be dangerous for you right now. So maybe it's best we don't go there. I think Kano is having one of his experiments.
Keep that in mind.
Yep, sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite catch it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Great. Now then, left or right? We could go either way.
Choices.
Hey, why am I not hearing you? Did you start?
He's talking very low.
Sorry,
No, Bolt,
I'm getting
no.
into character. How about now? I can just turn on my.
Okay, now that's better. That's better.
What's to the left?
To our left is the library. I don't know how much you'll be able to access quite yet. I do think our collection is somewhat sparse for, shall we say, beginners in the invisible arts. But I'm sure we still have some interesting items for you. She takes a step forward and begins to lead you through the hall.
We can't interact.
Hmm?
I can't interact with the token.
What do you mean?
Like, it's not letting me use the token.
Oh.
Maybe I should refresh.
Hold on. There we go. Now you should be able to control it.
Okay.
And if you see through here, this is the entrance. She walks towards a desk upon which a single sheet holds a wide book. The book itself is almost a foot thick. It's clearly massive. And behind the desk is a wall. The same wall as with each side.
I heard a beep beep.
There was a beep beep.
That was my
Yeah.
phone. My bad. Sorry.
Okay, I thought Rama got something. And I was like, I'm just gonna wait until he's.
Beep 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 beep. It is I, beep robot.
What was the one?
Beep beep.
Magic School Bus.
Beep beep.
Nothing was Magic School Bus.
Where's Miss Frizzle? Is she in here?
Miss Frizzle?
I love Miss Frizzle.
She's the only one I trust.
Yeah.
If he was in here,
Frizzle was here, I would instantly feel 10 times better.
but she's here. How are you gonna trust anything here?
Yeah,
I
but
can trust Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle. She might put you in mortal danger, but she somehow gets you out at the end.
Exactly.
You guys have a lot of trust in this crystal.
I would die for Miss Frizzle.
Oh my god, that's a bit much.
You're saying you wouldn't die for Miss Frizzle? For
No.
one of her adventures? I would. They went to space.
It's
They
basically.
went in particles. They went in the Cosmoid's body.
Could be in a particle. Wait a minute.
I want to turn
Are you
into
sure?
like lightning and shit.
Maybe then we can finally understand electrons if we are one.
I don't get. I just don't. It's don't mention those.
Miss Frizzle would honestly
Frizzle.
just take over for whatever hour is in charge of knowledge. Like Lantern, that's her bitch now.
It would make her quite sadistic. I don't know if we want that.
Yeah.
I just looked it up, and the voice actor for Miss Frizzle voiced Aunt May in the Spider-Man.
Lily Tomlin. I love
I
her.
had no idea. That's crazy.
Lily Tomlin. She's so good. She's in Grace and Frankie. She plays Frankie.
Oh,
I don't know if any of you know that. I watched that with my mom. The entrance, you said?
Oh yeah, this is it. Just come in.
try to use WASD.
She just stands next to the desk and looks at you.
Hello.
Do we need to do something with the book?
Is it something like you write down?
She doesn't say anything. She looks behind you and winks. Oh.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna turn around immediately.
There's this
No
little
way.
bud standing there. He's walked forward. He's wearing a beautiful smile.
Who is?
Goldblood.
Okay. I think he was wearing a mask, or is it a half mask?
Yeah.
It is a head mask. It's like a masquerade mask. It's only
Got it.
like hiding
Yeah.
his eyes.
Ah. I'm gonna look at Goldblood, and I'm gonna look back at Darasha, and I'm gonna look back at Goldblood, and I'm gonna look at Darasha.
Doesn't seem like you're quite getting it. She's testing you. That is what you're doing, right? Oh, well, now you've gone and ruined the surprise.
To be quite honest,
They'll figure it out.
I'm gonna go about this like a small puppy would.
Andre touches the book.
Oh, and there we go. He's figured it out.
It just
Oh.
like Andre just looks at this and is like, all right, this is boring, and he walks up.
Oh, that was it? Okay.
Again, I'm going to do this like a small puppy would. I'm gonna pay attention to the people. Objects mean nothing.
I see.
And I will be quite excited.
And Andre, you turn to dust. You vanish into the ether. You are disintegrated. You disappear completely from reality. Mavis, Rayla, what do you do?
We all have to touch the book now, don't we? You don't want to tell us where this leads to in advance?
I think it's the library.
Oh, wait, yeah, we were asked about the library. I completely forgot we asked about the library.
I was gonna touch the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna also touch the book.
I'm beginning to think it's no wonder you guys managed to get yourself lost in the middle of
We have some
a
weird
mountain
mimetic
trail.
effect when it comes to libraries, isn't it? Like every time it's mentioned, we just forget it like seconds after.
You see, I'm cursed to forget about libraries, so that's part of my deal.
And as the both of you touch it, you both also disappear. And at this point, I'd like to take a bit of a census. How are we feeling? You want to keep going, or we're gonna call it a day?
I actually, I'm good to keep going. I just gotta go grab something.
All right. How about you, Yash and Double?
I'm good.
I'm going for like until 11 and then I collapse.
Until 11. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just be like 5 minutes.
All right. Go crazy. Also, good job, guys. I think it's fair to say at this point you've avoided the TPK.
Honestly, I couldn't imagine what we would have to have done earlier.
What would you do?
Yeah.
Hey, we're trying to
Not
revive old gods. We hate you, by the way. You're ugly, and also maybe we can turn into worms right now.
Well, they already know about it, so like,
But you should turn into worms right now. Isn't that kind of like antagonistic?
You got more clothes than you thought you did. Like when Andre said we'll be leaving shortly. If you had said, yeah, we're just not really interested in joining you, and like asserted that, like, yeah,
oh,
that's
when he,
you.
yeah, I just thought he meant like we'll be leaving shortly, as in like, hey, we're just here to talk and then head out, like,
Yeah.
not like oh, I'm not interested in joining. It was like, hey, we just, we're kind of in the middle of something, so we don't plan to get comfortable.
I see.
Right.
I'm so excited to be here.
Like when that was like the reaction, I was like, what? Oh,
I was confused about what you were getting at when you did that, but I was like,
oh, yeah. I guess that's more of a niche thing, where it's just like, yeah, we just don't want to get comfortable, so like, because we're trying to be on the move.
this place is so fun. It's like a cool country club. So weirdo.
Sorry, I plugged in a headset because it's now late. Can you repeat that, Yash?
It's like a weird country club for weirdos. I'm having a really good time here.
Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
And I like the lady.
Nice.
So I think the crime in the sky is probably that other shard that's up in the air, right? Like,
Yeah. I was really hoping. I was trying to dig for a little bit more information. Be like, what can we avoid? Just tell
yeah,
us.
I was
more.
being like, yeah, so like, what is the crime? Just so like, I was about to be like, so in case we don't accidentally do it, just
Yeah, like we do so many random things.
She just said not to worry about it.
Like, I think my reason was good. We do stupid shit. Tell us what to avoid.
I gotta ask
What
her,
is
be
it?
like, so can I still learn more about this shard, or like?
No,
I should have asked her about that because it's like there's a point where it's like, well, at least I'm still at least curious why they betrayed it. But I don't.
there must be like some very biased history book in this library, right?
There's no way it's a biased history book, right? It's probably their reasons, which I guess it would still be biased. So, I mean, I don't know.
Well, like, no matter who's writing, it's gonna be somewhat biased because of like, you know.
I guess. But it's also like
You didn't see.
go
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it's like
I was saying you didn't see that.
See what?
Exactly.
There's because I don't think, despite them knowing so much about us, I think that's only because he knows people inside those cities. So I don't think they know I have 2 pieces, which they can't get mad because I didn't join before I did it. So
But like, you still have them.
yeah, and I'd like to keep that a secret. They just know the guy's with me. They don't know how much of the guy, as far as we know.
Where are you keeping the shard? That's like a
I'm
fun
curious-
question.
Yeah, I don't know where. Like, I think it also depends who has it. Like, is it like because they say the Ordo
Ooh.
Lumiere has it, but which one in the group has it, or is it the group as a whole that owns it?
I can't imagine they're just like letting someone walk around with it, right? It has to appear.
Why not?
I guess not. Maybe it's like some Chad who's just like unkillable.
Maybe it's someone that's like, I've been waiting for the moment to give it to the person to revive it because I'm with the people who didn't betray it, but they probably wouldn't trust those people. I don't know.
What's that?
But like, what if it's like a double agent type situation?
Regardless, I don't want to pursue it because, like me, that's too much pressure. If we somehow manage to get our hands on a third of 4 pieces, no, that's too much pressure right now.
We have pressure on what? Like for what? There's always pressure.
Because then, like, I don't know how to get to the sky,
That's so funny.
and that also breaks all our ties with these people. So I'd like to, not break it immediately.
I like the lady. I don't want her to be mad at us.
Because, like, even if, like, let's say we steal, like, it's a stealing situation. Someone's going to be like, oh, it's gone. Who are they going to look to? I don't know. Maybe that guy that has the other part, like, that's, trained in espionage that they probably know about.
That we invited
Like,
here a single time.
No. Like, this shape, this was just one piece. I don't know what you're talking about.
But the treacherous jester, dude, I would never do that. Wait,
What do you... Come on. Me? Come on, guys. You know me.
just little old me.
He would never.
I'm just
Never.
A gesture. I'm just a fool, guys. I'm dumb.
That's
Is it
true.
alright, that?
Gotta worry about
Yeah,
little old
no.
me.
I don't know. Oh,
Welcome back, Daria. Alright, are we good to resume? And then, I ask you people to kindly look at the stream for a moment. As your vision, you enter perhaps the oddest library you've ever seen. Sprawling around you, chandeliers, stairs, doors. All of them seem to be going nowhere. Strung from high in the sky, from seemingly nowhere, are endless books. Inside each of them, you can see pictures. Sometimes they're mazes, sometimes they're eyes. As you look to your step, you can see that the stairs are actually made of books too. Far ahead, far ahead, in the distance, is a great window through which the blinding light peeks. To your left and standing on the stairs, Darasha and Goldblind both appear. And this is the library. What do you think?
Certainly fancy.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yep, that's what we thought too. We didn't actually make this. It was like this when we first found it. Quite striking.
Ooh, that's
Um,
interesting. How long do you think it's existed?
I mean, that's hard to really tell. Before the Ordo Limia, it was the Ordo Limia. It was the House of Leaf. And before it was that, it was the Obliviates. Now I wasn't here when it was the Obliviates, but I'm pretty certain that it predates that one as well. Maybe this is a remnant of a name's ascension. I've not really devoted myself to this exploration too much. Really, if you had to find someone, one of our lantern friends would be better suited. Or actually, you did say you knew Arthronis. He would probably be fairly knowledgeable about this.
Good to know.
And was there anything you wanted to look for?
Oh, I should ask. I know you don't very much like my companion, and of course, I'll respect that. But I would like to learn more about what his deal is. At least, is that permitted? I should really establish the boundaries in case I accidentally overstep one.
It was something that should have been made clear. You should very much avoid speaking of this in front of any of our companions. No. At least not for you right now. It is very much not a topic that should be pursued. She looks at you with, not quite a stern face, but not unlike it either.
Fair.
Anyhow, I don't think you'd be able to find anything like this in here just yet. Not you yourself, at least. Maybe after... if you'd at least met Gerby, you might be able to see the first inklings of it.
The Gerby.
Oh, yes, he guards the Stag Gate, the third one.
I do remember. Oh, he had a riddle for me, and I completely missed it.
You kind of passed it, didn't you?
Oh, I forgot you knew about that.
That's odd. I was under the impression you'd never passed the White Gate. How do you know about Gerby?
I spoke with, well, I'm not sure how... Well, I assume you've been around for quite a while.
Go on. People
Miss
like to
Galmier.
don't die easily.
I've spoken with her.
Oh, Theresa, how's the Balamera doing?
She seems to be doing quite fine, enjoying
Oh,
herself.
that's wonderful. How's her ascension going? Have any of the names taken a liking to her?
Not that I particularly know of. She wasn't very... Well, I didn't really know enough to ask questions. And, well, honestly, I wasn't expecting that reaction after the hair seemed to have not liked her very much.
Oh, really, don't pay not so much attention. Grail devotees are quite jealous, after all. And she stares back towards Goldblood. Oh, come on now, not all of us. Well, not of the Baldemera, at least. There's so much more.
Interesting.
Is there... No, sorry, go ahead.
But I'm not really sure what that gains me, since apparently I was supposed to do the riddle or something, give some sort of answer. I don't know if maybe it's a false start.
Well... No, ignore I've just attempted to say anything. Well, anyhow... Is there really nothing else you're curious about?
I personally am curious about, well, everything, but I don't think this is the time for that.
Oh. I think you'll get along fine with, Oh, I don't think he's quite here for now. I guess he must have gone out. Usually we have, a caretaker of the library. Looks like he's absented himself. I think you would get along fine.
Interesting. What information is accessible here? Could I find things I've lost, or is it just history?
You'll be if you look closely, you'll be able to find books. It all depends on how far you've progressed through the Mansis. The actual spell behind it, I myself haven't quite grasped the intricacies of it. But the further you process, and the greater text you'll be able to read. Right now, you should be able to at least find Christopher's old books. And she begins to look around.
Oh, Christopher.
Oh, can I glance at the books? Is there like any standout titles?
Titles? You do, there is one of them that you do notice you've actually read many times. The Humors of a Gentleman. The same yellow covering. So that one would probably, get a bit of attention. Another one that would drag attention, The Locksmith's Dream, A Light Through the Keyhole, by Theresa Galmier. A book that you actually possess an example of.
You know, Andre, I still haven't gotten a chance to look at that book.
Indeed. Would you like to?
I would love to.
He races down, like just like right in the middle of his chest, and pulls out the messed up book. It's not in the best condition. And trust me, this is how it came.
Well, I wouldn't want to take anything from here without the caretaker, so I'll use this for now.
Feel free to read in here, but taking material out is, very ill-advised.
Yes, I imagine this is equal to a dragon horde.
Sense. And, the book you give to Mavis, Andre.
Are you asking for confirmation?
Go ahead.
Like, are you asking me for confirmation, or?
No, like, the book you give her, what is it?
It was, hold on. It was the one with like the slash on it. I forgot. Like, I think we might have had this conversation. Was the slash through the title?
The slash was through the cover page.
Yeah, it was that one. Well, there's also like the locksmith one.
Yeah, that is the Locksmith one.
Okay, wanted to be sure. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. So Andre actually hands you a book with a slightly different title. The Locksmith's Dream, Portions and Proportions. And that one actually has a slash that goes through the entire frontispiece. The covering of it is tinted with a deep purple. And the actual mantle, the spine of the book, is a deep black.
I'm gonna put it in my bag for now.
Alright. What about you, Rayla? Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Nothing particular. I am just a little bit curious. You said this library's been here for a while, but do you guys ever get new books?
Oh, we do. We, if we ever find texts from outside, we do bring them here. That's how Christopher's texts actually came in here. They don't come with the place until someone writes them.
Is Christopher alive?
Alive is a funny word for long. I don't think he's quite reached it, no. So I'd say yes, he's still alive.
Interesting. Galmier asked if he was still how he was doing, but I obviously wasn't familiar with him.
Are you using long to refer to them?
That is the word that Rama, am using.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, if you want to give her your to give Christopher Theresa's regards. He usually comes here about once a month. I think the next time should be next week on the first day. So in 7 days, if you come here, you should be able to meet him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, if there's nothing more you'd like to see, she begins to turn around, but stops midway and turns back towards you, smiles, and shuts her mouth. After a few moments, Goldblood himself has a light, spry smile come to his face, and he himself steps up as well.
I'll follow them, but he's gonna look over his shoulder.
I'd like to insight check again.
I cannot, I refuse to risk the potential chance of getting really close to one of these and with Lord using its insight check just to be like, because I think we've all kind of been analyzing each other, but that's a little much. Well, they can also just be like, no, please get away.
Do it.
No, I'm good.
If they ask me, like, well, whatever, I'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm, like, on guard here. You're very powerful beings, and I am very weak and scared.
But mine's very prevalent. Mine's like glowing eyes. It's really close. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rayla didn't
that's
see that, but he
that's
did try and
26.
stab the ground.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
26.
26 is very good. You can tell that the both of them seem to have settled playfully. The Rasha herself is wearing the same expression she wore before, when she was trying to see if you could figure out how to get into the library.
Oh, we have to figure out how to get out.
There's just something you can't quite figure out what his smile is. You can assume that it's the same as Darash's, but there's something about it that's just more. It's hard to exactly figure out, but it doesn't seem to be him being motivated by the only same thing.
Okay. All right. Is there anything around them, like a closed book? Or an open book? Like, wait, never mind. Don't answer that. We're in a library.
When they were walking, was it just a wall?
Yeah, like, where are they walking to?
They were walking backwards. They're the stairs, the steps. They keep going for a little while until they stop. Doesn't seem to be anything, well, I'd say out of the ordinary. There's plenty out of the ordinary. But it doesn't seem to be leading anywhere.
I'm just gonna go up those steps.
Wait, they walked backwards though. Right? They walked backwards?
Like as in backpedaling, or like they turned around and walked backwards?
They turned around and walked back.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, sorry, Yash, did you say something?
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Is it like a thing of like you have to think of where you want to go in it?
Is there?
Okay, wait. So they turned, walked back, and now they're just waiting for us. And you're walking towards it, Andre?
Yep, the staircase that leads to nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. You go up it, and you are slightly higher. There doesn't seem to be anything looking upwards. You can see strings and further stairs and further steps and further floors. Looking downwards, you see the exact same thing, repeating over and over until it blurs into almost an abyss or a well, a hole of sorts.
Interesting. He's gonna kind of like look over. He's gonna turn around.
Wait, is he at where Darasha and Goldblood are?
The Darash and Goldblood are closer to you. Andre's walked past them.
And I walk forward with the express thought of I want to be where Darasha and Goldblood are at.
They would have been very near you, so
Oh, they just walked forward a little bit. Okay.
yeah, just a little bit, like just before Darash actually set off in the direction Andre went.
Are they like stopped at the exact same point?
Not really. They're slightly different.
Okay.
Rayla's just gonna walk up the stairs to where Andre is.
You do so, and you see the same scenery as him.
I'm.
Do you do anything?
This could be very fun.
I will give you $10 if you push Rayla.
Oh no, Andre is planning to jump off himself.
Oh, okay.
And he's just like, he kind of like looks down, looks back at everyone. You can't see his face, but you imagine he's smiling. And then he steps off.
You do. You start falling and falling and falling. And eventually the light takes over your eyes. And before we get to what happens to you, we'll go back to Mavis and Rayla. As well as Goldblood, as he himself expresses, well, my deepest sympathies. It was nice to know him for however little time it lasted.
Sure. Mavis, Andre just fell off something?
He didn't fall, he jumped. Or walked off. It was intentional.
Where he jumped, there's a ledge here.
Alright, I want to try something. I'm going to walk forward a little bit, not all the way into the abyss, but again, with the express thought of I want to be back in that hallway before the book.
Your room of requirementing it.
Yeah, room of requirementing it.
What is that?
It's the room
You
of
never read Harry
requirement.
Potter.
I don't even know what a room of requirement is. Maybe I know what I'm
It turns
doing,
into
but-
anything, any room that you need.
Oh.
Oh, as in
You
like,
think-
as you saying it as like it's an enchantment, like the room of like.
Yeah. So it's a hallway. You walk across this wall. You walk back and forth in this hallway 3 times, thinking of the type of room you want. A door shows up. You open it. It's the room you need. That is the room of requirement.
I see. For the record, too, the books are pretty much everywhere. They make up the stairs, and they are hanging in the air.
Wait. Oh, is there like a book that looks like exactly like the one we saw?
We're smart. Make a perception check, or an investigation, actually.
Okay, to 15. Do I have anything? I forget. Do I have a thing on? No, I don't have any. It's just charisma and
Yep.
con, right?
And
Yeah. So investigation, I do not have. So I have a 18.
18 is sufficient. You look around and you find a book that you've just stepped on, that, unlike the others, does not have any sort of coloring to it. It is the same brown book you saw outside. Without a doubt.
I'm gonna pick it up.
As soon as you go to touch it, you disappear. Whoosh. Oh. Well, they figured it out a bit faster than I thought they would.
My friend, the one who jumped off the thing, is he gonna be okay?
In a matter of speaking, say, why don't you walk over this way?
She'll walk over to where they're pointing to her, referring to.
Okay. She kind of points at the sky high above. Okay. Do you see that little dot? It's getting closer and bigger.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep your focus on it. She grabs a hold of your shoulder to kind of keep you focused. Okay. So when he comes at our level, you have to speak the words. I believe in magic. It is real. I believe it will save. I believe he will fly. I believe he will land. You have to say it all before, while you can still see his face. And do it really fast. Okay?
I believe he can fly. I believe in magic. Is that?
No. There's more. If you can't say it, she looks towards Goldblood. He'll be stuck here forever.
There's no way they're not fucking with you.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in love with her. It's fine. I honestly, I just don't know if I can say that. He might just be stuck here.
Oh, that's rough. Well, I'm sure we'll figure out a way. We should get on ahead. We don't want to be here for too long, do we? Go ahead and touch that book if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna go touch the book.
Alright. You also vanish in a cloud. And Andre, to you the world grows smaller as you become further and further away. And a little bit after it becomes bigger. As you hurry past it, you blur through the air, falling and falling and falling for what seems like hours. Out in the distance, you can make out the perch where you jumped off from. You can almost reach it. What do you do?
He casts Dimension Door.
Very efficient. How?
He's just kind of like hands out, just really taking in the sights, and then he just goes, "Well, this was fun." Anyway, he kind of just puts I guess it would be hard to move his hands, so I guess I can't do the actual door idea.
It could be under you.
That's true. Yeah, he'll just kind of, with his hand, kind of just close it, and then just kind of like flick it open, as just a space opens under him, just in the middle of the air, and he just falls and disappears, and then reappears right on the steps. Or just like portal style, you know?
Oh god, a sudden stop after fall. Oh.
And you are...
She's just black.
And you are, as the scientists say, shmush. As you land upon the books, you feel yourself almost break into 1,000 pieces that all coagulate together. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel real in the slightest. And neither Mavis nor Rayla see it. Rasha's having a good time, though, as she's very much enjoying the sight. After a few minutes, you reform, and your laughter slowly subsides. It's been so long since anybody did that. I was hoping so much. Who was the last one? Oh.
I had to. Someone had to.
Oh, I like you. Oh, I might have to kill you soon, but I really like you. It's gonna be great. So do you have any other ideas on how to get out of here?
Can't say I do. I usually have one flashy idea and then nothing else.
Oh, we're gonna be hard pressed. Mavis and Rayla jumped in after you.
Oh, such a shame.
Maybe they'll come back at some point. I guess we could just wait. Time moves weirdly in here, though. It might be a few days before they come.
However, he's just gonna kind of like tilt his head and start thinking and go, well, if the fun way isn't how you get out of here, he is going to think, well, then there's always the boring way, and he's going to look to see if there's a copy of the book that they used to get in here.
Ah, finally, he's looking. That's right. I was worried we would be stuck in here for so long.
No, it's it's obvious, but it's like, it's so much cooler if you jump off into nothingness.
So you did think of that before you jumped off?
Oh, no, if there was an empty staircase, my first thought is, I'm going to jump to see if this works. And if that doesn't work, then you start thinking something else. As I said before, I am thinking the same way Andre does. I have the first really flashy plan, and then if that doesn't work, then you start thinking of something else.
Yeah, no, I was just like, I'm just gonna ditch.
And make that investigation check.
But I gotta make that saving throw. Whoop. Oh, okay, 17.
For the first time, you pass it.
Investigation.
Your eyes burst with beams, golden. They burn through the surroundings, highlighting each and every one of the books.
And I got a 23 on the investigation.
And that will do it. You find the book clearly. You kneel to the ground. And there it is, right in front of you. Garasha and Goldblood themselves exchange a look. So that's what the Flynn does it? Or is that something else? Didn't think you would be a follower of Lantern.
I've had a bit of experience with Lantern before, but I didn't know what I was doing, so I tried to use it as a flashlight. Or a torch, I should say, but again, it's not a very effective torch.
Goldblood takes a step forward and puts his hand on your shoulder. Experimentation is a way to knowledge, Sir Timur.
I like the way you think. And he touches the book.
And you vanish.
Does Goldblood vanish too, since he was touching Andre?
That would be so funny.
Yeah. As Andre and Goldblood appear, what have Mavis and Rayla been doing during that time?
So,
Are they back in like the original room?
Yes, they are back in the original
yeah,
library.
because we want the smart way and not the fucking dumb way.
I think you mean the fun way.
You did. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I love being smushed. I love being smushed on the ground before people that are like, yeah, might kill you soon. I love
Yeah,
that.
why'd she say that? That was so mean.
Well, probably because she doesn't fully trust that. I'm like, oh yeah, totally. I ain't gonna pursue the Flint. Yeah, 100%. Got you.
Yeah, the real dog.
Okay, but like Mavis has been nothing but a delight this entire time.
That is true. I mean, they've been pretty friendly.
Well, yeah, but like Mavis is even to the nobleman. She's been like nice, almost.
That's working out great. They're friendly with you. An NPC you haven't antagonized does not antagonize you back.
She said she's gonna try. She's gonna try.
You're doing
There were
great.
times where it got a little. You don't think they're gonna kill us, right? They're like they're being nice, but they're still more likely to kill us than not.
You have trust issues without telling me you have trust issues.
Okay, but like we have to appear as harmless as possible.
I mean, Andre's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I was.
That's what Mavis has assumed Andre has been doing.
Yeah, Andre has not been trying to pretend to be like unthreatening, just more like, hey, this is a thing. I'm gonna get used to it.
It worked.
Yeah, no, Mavis thinks you're purposely being this way to make them undermine you, or underestimate you. So she's giving you the benefit of the doubt
You
here.
think too highly of him. He's just trying to blend in.
And she's like, yeah, we've been polite, but oh god.
I think you both have been doing pretty well.
And they're nice, so it's like it's easier to be nice to them, right?
They have been very nice, but they still haven't really told us what they want to do with you, you know?
Yeah, I'm still worried about that, and I realized I was like, I want the worms to be gone, and that can be interpreted in a multitude of ways, and I completely forgot about the whole there's multiple Famuses, and like I don't know if this is one, the Trigoth one, they implied that it wasn't, so I'm worried. Because I don't think they share memories, and if it's the one I met in that one vision, then we're fucking screwed, but...
Yeah, they don't... I don't know. But we're part of the order with him now. I'm sure that gives us some leg up, right?
I don't think it's confirmed yet.
Really? We're doing like house tour.
I understand, but I don't think we've gotten the words yet we're in the Ordo, so I don't think the rules apply to us yet, so they can still hurt us. Until they say in very clear terms that we are part of this organization. I think we're still liable to be harmed.
I guess so.
So, I don't know, were you there? So, was it just like a continuous fall, like outside the staircase, like it's woo, woo, right? Like
he. There's no sound at the bottom, and she told me to look up and say some magic words. So I'm assuming he'll just.
Oh yeah, then okay, yeah, they're just fucking with us. Okay.
Yeah. I like them though. They're surprisingly nice.
You know what? Maybe hazing is a good thing. Hazing means acceptance, right?
Yeah. I don't actually no, I totally understand why he jumped. He's Andre, but I still don't get why he jumped.
He does have a tendency to
Above
jump.
game, I jumped because I wasn't sure if Dimension Door conserved momentum or not. So I was like, I mean, I can just teleport.
Valid.
I mean, I think I know why, but I don't know if it's wise to talk about it here.
Also, I can only do that once, so...
It was a one-time use thing.
It was like within the next 5 days, and I'm like, we're in the forest, or like in the mountains, and I'm like, I mean, I'm probably not going to use it.
What does Dimension Door? What exactly does it do?
It's a 500-foot teleport.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's a thing you can do?
Ew, only
No.
once.
He could do.
You could do this?
He could. Yeah.
I got it after the whole giant fight, so I was like...
Yeah. You got the fun abilities. I understand.
Okay, hold
You
on.
can do things. That was so generic. I'm so sorry. I'll never say that.
So many fucking penalties right now.
Yeah, Mavis really got fucked.
I'm pacing, by the way. This is Mavis pacing.
Rayla is like sitting against like the wall.
After a few moments more, Andre and Goldblood appear. Andre lying on the floor, head first, sprawled like a star. And Goldblood, hand on his shoulder. Oh, and there we are. We should probably move out of the way before. And Dorasha herself appears, stepping on one of Andre's hands. Oh, sorry.
No. It's fine. I thought
So-
about becoming
so-
a carpet, and he stands up.
Wait, so was it like a continuous like loop fall? Or was it just an endless bottom type of situation? Which one?
I guess a loop. It was very fun. You should give it a try.
I'm good.
It's great. We actually have enchantment, so it's very hard to die in this place. Pretty much anywhere.
Who was the last one who did it? I would love to meet them.
I think you will soon. Actually, there should be right at the next place we'll be visiting.
I can't wait.
So if you'd like, we've seen the library, and now we have a bit of a room set up for two particular groups of our members. One of which I think will be of interest to you. And she walks forward into the other end of the hallway,
Andre follows.
where thick wooden doors block sight. You can hear shouting from behind them.
Oh.
Actually, who'd like to do the honors? She stands beside the door, as you can faintly make out the words, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" from behind.
Ooh, it sounds like a party's going on in there, and he's gonna try to open the door.
Andre bursts the door open. And from inside, he sees the end of the session.